What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to Eastside RC. Today, guys, we're going to be going over these three cars right here. My two original OG MCDs and the MCD clone. I want to give you guys my thoughts on this one. I'm going to pull the bodies off of these cars, and we're going to take a look at each individual one and discuss some differences. And I want to discuss something that I did in this video right here. In a previous video that I did for this car right here, the W5 Max. So I want to go over that with you guys real quick and just have a close look at these cars that I've built. So, huge shout out to Top Level RC Lewis. God bless you, brother. Thank you for your support. And if you guys haven't checked out Top Level's products, check them out, man. That's where I get all my BRPs and stuff from. They are a great company to deal with. So, let's get the bodies off of these things and have a look at these cars, all right? All right, now that I got the battery charged, the phone will stay focused. Okay, W5 Max Pro. This is the Pro Series, and this here is the Ultimate Series car. And the on-road and the off-road have interchangeable parts. Of course, what's obvious is not interchangeable. Shock towers, shocks, things of that nature. But the whole innards are virtually the same, except for a couple differences right here. Notice the radio tray. This is a nice 2019 radio tray, puts the servo away from the exhaust. So we got right here, you can see this is the old style radio tray, and you guys had asked me a question about this, and I'm going to answer in a second. You can see it here. You can see the servo is under the pipe. This doesn't really concern me because this is a nice billet servo, and if anything ever happened to it, it's only money. I will buy another one. All right, so now you guys had asked me, you noticed I used two servos here. You wondered if you could use two servos here. Yes, you can. See right there? The holes are there. All you need is another. You need the brackets that it comes with. It comes with two adapters that you can use to fit the large servos in there. I don't think it will do the smaller servos. So it may come with adapters. I can't remember with the plastic parts. But I will say this car is awesome, even though it has plastic parts. It's very light. It's very balanced. These MCDs are top of the line. There is no doubt about it. You can go the cheap route and get the Rovin. The Rovin, some people don't like this, like Lewis, Smith RC Studios. He does not like the cheaper cars. He likes only the high-end stuff, Losies and MCDs and whatnot. So, and the Vecta and the Vesla and things like that. So I just... I like the cheap stuff, guys. I like to show you guys the affordable stuff. But the affordable stuff, you do have to do a little bit of work to it. I had to do a little bit of work to it to get this thing rolling buttery smooth. And I added these parts right here. Now, I will say, these parts, look at them. They look virtually the same as these parts right here. Those Chinesium parts will work with this car right here. Now, I would never dare put Chinesium on this nice car, no way. Chinesium stays with Chinesium. However, this is really nicely machined. I can't say anything bad about it. It fit and finished very nice, okay? So, and you can get an all billet steering setup here that you can't get over here. Now, I will say this car is an absolute tank over this car. This one is nice and light, and this one is somewhat heavy, but it's still super fun to drive. Oh my goodness. We have yet to test it. I was going to pull it out and take it for a drive, but we got a leaky diff up here. So I need to take this apart and do something with the diff. Maybe I overfilled it. Maybe we have a failed O-ring, which is probably more the case. Could have a bad O-ring. So I'm just going to get my hands all in the silicone because I love it so much, and we'll take care of it. But yep, this one we've ran, and it's great. It's a great affordable car, guys. It's like $899. And it comes with an engine and the electronics and everything. MCD does make a model like this that you can buy as a roller, and it's I believe around the same price. I think this might be $1,100 actually, and the MCD is the same as well. But, you know, I haven't had any issues with this car. I really like it. It comes with not so good of a pipe, and I'm not a fan of the engine that it comes with, so I put a nice 32cc Zenoa in here. You can trade that out with Dan if you would like. And, you know, you can take the engine out and send it back to him and do a little swap-a-roo and trade the 36 dual ring for a 32cc Zenoa that he sells. All right, so I got this from Fearless RC, and these two MCDs came from Taylor RC, and that's where I'm getting all my MCD stuff is from Taylor. My servos and everything came from Amazon, and these servos came from Taylor RC because Taylor RC also sells the servos as well. I bought this car as an RTR. He sells this as an RTR. You can choose whatever engine you like in there and whatever servos you like. But I asked Mike not to put the car together for me because you guys know how I am. I wanted to build it and make content for y'all on the channel. All right, enough jibber jabber. There are my MCDs and the clone. And I recommend all three of these cars. They're great vehicles. If you can't afford these super high dollar RCs, then you can afford the cheaper one because it works just fine. The Rovin servos. People want to bash the Rovin servos. Guys, I have not had any issues with any one Rovin servo. This car right here has been rebuilt, I don't know how many times, my drag racer, which we are going to see this thing racing very soon. This has the original servo in it. This is my very first Baja that I bought from Dan, and I have converted it several times. It's gone through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think this is the 6th conversion, and it still has the same original stock servo, which never has let me down. So if you want cheap servos, get Rovin servos. They're cheap and they work good. I don't have any problems with them. Next up will be some Ram Jam action. All right, I'm going to finish gutting this thing and we are going to get into the differentials or the transmission or something like that. I can't wait, guys. I got the wheelie bar all laid out and ready to go over here, and I put just this part together. I'm going to show you guys how that is installed. Putting it together is quite self-explanatory. I will go through a briefing with it, but yep, so those are the things to come. I hope you guys have a blessed one. I'll be sure to catch you on the next one. As always, tune them right and wind them tight. Eastside RC is out.